Yo, yo, what's good? What's good, YouTube? We are live, baby. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into this market. Let me alert my group. One second. Let's share this. There we go. All right. I hope y'all doing all right today. Let's see what we got in this market overnight. How's everything? All righty. All right, let's get into it. SPY. Looks like they are gapping down. Okay. They already breaking these levels. And I seen this coming based off the candles from this inside candle. We had a one candle right here, consolidated, broke the low of this one candle to the downside. Now they already taken out all of these, so now we're back into this gap. I wish they would have gave this move yesterday to just, I would have played if they just would have just went down there. It took so long to do it. But now the market is, I think they've already moved a lot more than what I wanted them to. As far as the SPY goes, let's do the pre-market high and pre-market low and see what that look like. Yeah, they just gapped down. The yields at 30-year treasury years it's been pushing up, so it's causing the inflation to go a little higher. So we have a little bit of a uptick in that, which is causing the market to pull back. Pre-market high. Okay, so we got the range for this. All right, now let's go back to the regular hours and chart this thing out, and let's get the levels for today. Let's go back to the daily. Where was the week? Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So this low right here, this is a put entry of the week because we had a 2 up. We opened up inside week, and this is a 2 up, and then they're trying to trigger this 2 down on a week. So I'm about to put entry right there for the week. That's last week's lows. So they are coming back to test this. It's interesting to see how much they're going to try to come back into this. So I want to kind of see if they're going to like go past this at open and then try to buy back to the upside and close some of this gap and then fall, or if they're going to just do a gap and go. It's going to be a show today. I think that there's going to be some good movement. We'll see, but I got those levels drawn out because we already got past it in the pre-market low. Yeah, in the pre-market, yeah, we already got lower than the week from last week's lows. Now it's hovering right at that level. So, all right. What's going to happen? Okay, I need to see. Okay, one thing I need to see right now is the actual ATR levels for the day. Okay, so on SPY, we got to close yesterday. Got to close at 772, 67 cents with an ATR, $7.34. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta grab this calculator over here on my iPad. Boom. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so 772 0.67 plus $7.34. All right, so we can get as high as 780. So 780 and 1 cent. So I'm just gonna keep it at 780. All right, now we can get as low, so 77267. Track. All right, we can get as low as 665. 33 cents. Okay. All right, so we got a 2 down, which gives us a call entry back to the upside, just in case they decide to do something crazy and close this entire gap and make this day bullish. 2 down on the 4 hour. Just call entry back to the upside. And so if they do decide they can take out these to the upside, I don't think they will today, but we got to mark it because these are the ranges just in case they try to come back through here. Okay, no put entries, just all call entries back to the upside. So 2 down on the 1 hour. Got a 1 hour gap fill right here. One hour PT. Okay. Okay, we can't go PDL because we below the previous day low right here. So we got about another $4 that they can try to drop to for this range to hit this ATR today. They'll start to come back inside this daily gap right here. This is a daily gap. They came and tested it a few times, and now they're back inside of this daily fair value gap. That's at the weekly put entry too. So this red line is the start of that gap. And so if they open up the market inside here, they can start to try to fill some of this gap. And the gap fill will be all the way down here. I highly doubt that they sell it off this much, but this is where the daily fair value gap is. Yeah. That's the close. That would be a crazy drop if that happened. But it's possible. I mean, I've seen them go outside these ranges too, so that's possible. But this is the next candle low, so this is Tuesday, the low of August 4th, 2026. So this is a candle low that they can come down and tag. I'm just gonna mark this. Put that like, let me see, I'll make this a different color. I'll make it, do something like that. That's another low that they could. It's very possible they can come drop and hit this today if they want to. Yeah, they did come in here they hit that range, they hit that resistance, and now they're trying to come back down. So yeah, they could start to, who knows? They could put down if they want to. All right. Okay, so these are the levels for today. Be interesting if they just try to close this gap back to the upside. So what I'll be looking for is like the 5-minute ORB, the 15-minute ORB, and see if we're going to break above that or below that. And whichever side that VWAP is holding towards, we can try to shoot for that side. But we'll see. This might need to be a day that, me and my group wait a lot longer to get into play and see what's going to actually happen. It just really depends on how that first 5-minute candle look. Okay, so yeah, they kept respecting this resistance line on Qs. I'm more bearish on the. I'm more bullish on the Qs. Anything. So this is just a pullback that I'm seeing. Let's go to mark the pre-market high, pre-market low. Okay. Let's go back to regular hours. All right, let's get our ranges for. Ooh, Qs got dumped. They dumped pretty good. It must be like AMD or SanDisk or somebody. I'm sure they probably passed it. Well, they close to the ATR. Smart QQQ got a daily close up here. 729.87 with an ATR. $12.13. All right, they can fall as low as 717. Yeah, they're close to their ATR too. Average true range, the daily average true range, they're pretty close to it. All right, they can get as high as 742. If they decide to get bullish. So this is the range. This is the pocket. I ain't gonna lie, I wish this market wouldn't have gapped down and would have gave us a chance to play this move. This would have been a good intraday move, especially on the Qs. Man, this would have been really, really good. Yeah, they already hitting all these targets. It ain't really no point in me even marking them. I mean, because they already hit this target. They already gapped down past that. I'll mark that. They did this one. Let's go to the 4-hour. 2 down on the 4-hour. Got a call entry right here. In case they decide to push up later on in the day. These will be price targets to the upside. Still got this 4-hour fair value gap we haven't closed. Two down on the 1-hour. Another call entry. When the market is gapped like this, it's just for me, like I said, I like to go to use my ORB strategy, my EMAs, and to see which direction we're going to go towards. So that's a big gap down because this was a support line right here. And look like they're going to open up below this support line. So yeah. But this is the range for the day. So yeah, let's look at the ES. Okay, so you got some support right here. This is the next level of big support right here. So they're trying to come down. They already broke this. They broke this this trend line. They were holding this. So they broke it last night. They were support, broke it. And so now this is a gap fill right here on the daily. Plus this is support. This was once resistance fell, broke above it, and now they look like they want to try to come back down and retest it. And they already, on a weekly, they've already broke below this weekly candle right here, this 2 up to break to the downside. They already broke it. So now you got a 2 down continuation. So right now, the week is red so far. So bearish activity so far this week to start from Monday. Yeah. And this right here is definitely another support line that I'll be looking at. If you look at it on the 4 hours, you see a lot more support of this channel. Yeah. So this will be the next level, next zone that I'm looking to see if this is going to try to break down into, because you had support, kind of support right there. And then now we're right back at this support. But they were definitely holding that line. Now they broke that line. So now the question would be, will they come down here and test this? So that's the 4 hour. So we will see. All righty. Okay, so we got this marked, that marked. All right, I had to make sure I mark those. Let's see what the ADR is. Yo, we already ran through the lower ADR overnight. So, and got an alert on my Qs just now. Let me go and see what the Qs are talking about. I think we dropped a little bit lower. Just a pinch. Yeah, AMD gap down. Another thing I like to use too is the pre-market high and pre-market low to see if we're going to bounce off those levels or reject them. I like to use that too. There's a lot of big orders waiting on there. Sand this gap down. Micron. See what Meta's talking about. Meta's still moving down. I'm gonna mark these bad boys, keep up with them. See if y'all saying anything. It might not be, but just in case. All right. Nvidia gap down. Nvidia, man, I'm bullish on Nvidia, but this is, this is a nice little pullback. This might be a good opportunity to take this back to the upside on Nvidia. At least when they find some buyers. I'm gonna keep my eye on Nvidia. Tesla. Alrighty. Yeah, this was primed to happen. They had that 2 up. They're coming back inside this gap. Okay. Nvidia. Let's see. These are some possible levels this can pull back to. So we had that put entry. Boom. Okay. All righty. Yeah, tech is definitely dumping. Let's see what IWM doing. Okay, IWM finished with an inside candle. A nice little range. Okay. Apple, what are you doing? Apple look like they holding steady. They already trying to gap up. Let's see what the week look like. Two down on the week. They trigger this. This will be a call entry on the week. Had a 3 candle on the day. Inside candle on the 1 hour. So that's a call entry to the upside. Four-hour gap close. Boom. They decide to get bearish. To put entry would be right here. All right, we got our levels for Apple. It'll be interesting to play that and see what's going to happen with that. Okay, I am done. About to tap in with the group. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Man. Good luck out there today. Let this market come to you, man, and see what's happening. See what's going to happen. We're going to be locked in my group for sure. This market, I'm interested to see if they're going to close that gap back to the upside on SPX, SPY, and QQQ. So, I mean, we're going to see. They've already taken away the move as far as the gap down, because this right here is 669. Yeah, I want to see if they're going to close some of this gap to the upside and then start to sell it off again. But we'll see. I'm going to be using these pre-market high and pre-market low levels for a big reaction. So we'll see. Good luck out there, traders. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Please like this video, man. I appreciate that if y'all will greatly do that for me. Other than that, I'm up out of here. All right, peace.